Fair enough.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
We have the gang back
all
together.
of us are here today.
Hi.
We have assembled the team. The dream team.
The team of dreams.
I
The
did
team
put a
of
question mark
dreams.
because I wasn't sure, but we are all here. So.
It's Whitan, the new owner of Monument Hobbies.
True.
Oh,
True.
wow, I missed a lot.
He,
Yeah. Yeah, Jason gave away Monument
I gave away
Hobbies
the company to him because he won the plaid challenge. Because not only did he sculpt an amazing model, then he painted it plaid, and it just looked fantastic. So I said, "You win. The company's yours.
Oh, no.
I don't have to do this
He
anymore."
also gave away the
And
sculpt
so he
to
then
everybody.
shot me a message on Discord saying, "Hey, it's in a real name here,
Yeah.
the new owner. I just wanted to."
Just want to figure out what this transition's going to look
Oh,
like.
I love it. That was so good.
I wasn't consulted here. No one.
I told you, Whitten, that don't trust what I say until the boss is really here, and she's here now, so you can take it up with her.
You can't have it. Sorry.
She's not willing to give it up just yet. Not for the price of an STL and some plaid paint. That's not
No.
going to happen. But
No.
we were so close, too.
We almost got there. We almost got there.
An actual.
Yeah, he
dollar-
said, sorry,
dollar
missed the
amount.
plane, because we told him he had to be here at 8 a.m. Monday. And, of
Oh.
course, he said, sorry, I missed the plane.
Well, there you go. Hedge chance.
You could have been the grand
It's
ruler.
JJ and Baby J.
JJ,
Yes.
Baby J.
It's the JJJ, so. What's going on, Mo? Wad, what's happening? Pop chicken?
This model is really creepy.
Yes. Yes, it's very Baba Yaga-esque.
It's literally what it's called.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's called Baba Yaga-esque.
No, not with the esque part.
Good old Jen.
But
This is why I keep her around, by the way.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
fair enough.
She keeps you honest.
She most certainly does.
She and I were meant for each other in more ways than you can imagine.
That's
We
very
both
true.
have those same sort of like quippy, irritating grammar comments.
Never change, please.
Hoosiers, what's going on? That's figuratively what it's called. That's literally what it's called.
That's literally.
I don't think you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
Stirring.
So hi everybody, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. How we doing?
I had a delicious weekend.
After
Delicious?
I did have a delicious.
weekends are not delicious. You may have experienced delicious things over the weekend, but weekends themselves are not delicious.
Does that not make the weekend delicious?
No.
What was delicious?
What's it called?
Food, I hope.
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
Ugh.
You don't like Korean barbecue?
I mean, I don't mind it, but
No, I've never had it, I don't think.
if you're gonna have barbecue, you get United States barbecue. Everything else is just made up nonsense.
To be fair, it is a completely different thing than American barbecue.
You can't call it barbecue.
I
Sorry.
agree with you.
Sorry.
Frankly, it should have a different name.
Sorry.
I'm agreeing with you, Jason. It should have a different name. I don't know why they call it. Well, I mean, I know why they call it Korean barbecue, but
What is, like, tell me about.
so
Barbecue.
typically when you go to a Korean barbecue place, they give you like a whole menu, and a lot of them are all you can eat. Some of them are not. You just order from the menu, and they basically just bring you out a plate of raw food, and then you cook it, you grill it at your table.
So you got to do all the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, some places will grill it for you. They'll like put it on the thing and then they'll flip it, but most of the like bigger places they'll just have you cook it. But you just like dump all the stuff in there and you just cook it all up together, and
So like
then they
a
have like a bunch of different
melting
it's
pot.
yeah, kind of
fondue.
same
gotta make
sort
your
of
own.
feel.
100% not barbecue.
Yes, I agree. You're not gonna get any fighting from me on this one, Jason.
This fortune cookie has no fortune.
There actually was when I was at Spiel, when we went to dinner, we went to a sushi restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and Byron did have a cookie that didn't have a fortune in it.
It would be Byron that got it.
It
by the
would be
way.
Byron. Yep.
If anybody in that group are going to get a fortuneless fortune cookie, it would be Byron.
It would be Byron. All right. We'll do a quick Zenithal on this.
Like Ogren said, your fate is unwritten and you have so many choices. Right? You're not bound to fortunes. In cookies.
This cookie's not the
Control
boss of
your own
me.
destiny.
I don't know. Cookie depends on the cookie. Is it like a really, really, really good cookie?
It's still never the boss of me.
Papa Chicken said we were unimpressed with Korean barbecue. Did we do it wrong? For us, it was just thin slices of meat that we had to cook ourselves, and mostly didn't taste like anything other than the meat. Is there more to it, or?
I mean, I think it's
Nope, you got it. You nailed it.
you're not super far off.
Nailed it.
To be completely honest with you. You're not super far off.
So is it more about the experience and the people that you're with?
Yes, a lot of it is about the experience. Okay. This place in particular had really good gyoza, and those they cook for you.
Yeah.
I swear to God, this man.
I love dumplings.
The way to Jordan's heart, gyoza.
Dude,
just
gyoza,
be like, hey,
dumplings,
Jordan, I got gyoza. Get in the van.
It's not even just gyoza. It's just dumplings in general. Fried, not fried, steamed, whatever, delicious.
Hey, little kid, you want some
stuff them in my
dumplings?
face and I'll be happy.
Jordan's toast. It's a good thing that the kidnappers back in the day, in Jordan's time, hadn't caught on to the whole dumpling thing.
It's also good that I can't make them myself because I'd probably be dead.
Look, you nearly killed yourself.
I didn't nearly kill myself the last time I tried. My track record, not so good.
Some things you gotta leave to the professionals.
Yes. I thought I was doing a good job. I was not.
Ghostu said dumplings are probably my favorite food. I swear, every day I realize Jordan and I are more alike.
They're so good. They're so good. It's nice too because my local place that I would go to get dumplings sells like frozen dumplings that they ship around America.
Nice.
And they are delicious.
Yo, the Pumpkin Man said blue and gold are my favorite color schemes. So you must be enjoying this guy on the left. Is what I'm interpreting you to be saying.
A little bit of blue and gold. A little bit.
Blood Walrus said good dumplings are the poop. But I think that that's the opposite. You don't want the kind that are the poop. Or they make you poop.
The poop.
Huh.
I'll have you know that's chocolate yogurt.
What's chocolate yogurt?
The smiling pile of poop emoji.
Chocolate ice cream.
It's chocolate soft serve.
Now that sounds really good. I'm hungry. Apparently.
Talking about the poop emoji. Jordan says he said
He said soft serve. I didn't think about the fact that he had just said poop
Freaking
before.
Jordan just pulled a Jason.
dumplings are a great name for poop.
Whoa.
That's true, actually.
Hold the phone.
I'm gonna go drop some dumplings.
I'm gonna go
Make some dumplings. I'll be back in a minute. Poop joke. Yes. Welcome to it, new folks. Welcome to Monument Hobbies Monday show.
True.
Oh, that's pretty good.
National grace and great consideration of others. Amen. I mean, that was a pretty good one then. Lot tomato. Blood Walrus, I did get it. I was just trying to be funny. Sometimes it doesn't work.
I did have a good weekend though.
Good.
I went out to the gym with Ruben on Sunday.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. He
That
said
was
he
super
overworked
fun.
himself, so.
He did.
Ruben did?
He did.
Oh.
Yeah, he did himself a little too hard there. Was not.
Happens.
Yeah.
You've been there for a while. You get in there, have
Thank you for the follow.
fun. Then you regret it.
I mean, I'm definitely feeling that, like, haven't gone to the gym in a while sort of soreness where you're like, okay, my body just hurts.
Yep.
My arms are not functional.
Yep.
So.
Maybe Mini Tyler, thank you for the follow. Derpstick said last week, it says J last week. I don't know which J. One of you two. Because it's definitely not talking to me.
Yeah.
Last week you mentioned you've read the Witcher books. Have you ever played the video game?
I have read the book. Well, I've read some of the books. I've not read all of them. I'm not much for an episodic kind of like short story based book. I'm more of like a direct narrative kind of guy. So it took me a while to get through the first book, and I'm like paused currently in my reading of the second. Because they're both like that. As far as playing the game, I played it for a little bit. It was just a lot. It takes a lot of commitment for me to play those kinds of games, especially the ones that are like pretty open world. Because for me to really like feel the enjoyment, I kind of just have to like let loose and just run around and do stuff, and that is time consuming. So it's got to be something where I'm just gonna sit there for like 20 or 30 hours over the course of like a weekend and just go, I'm gonna go that way, and just go and click on buttons and stuff and fight
Click on
monsters.
buttons and stuff.
It's how I like to play video games, and it works pretty
Nothing
good.
wrong
for
with
me.
that.
Yeah.
Kruger has a question. Said I'm going to paint a giant 2 meters tall 3D printed figure of Jinx from Arcane.
Ooh, okay.
Should I keep to the standard methods for painting, but instead use more airbrush?
Airbrush will be your friend for coverage on a model that big, but it doesn't preclude you from being able to paint it, like standard brush painted for other details. You're just going to spend a lot of time, need a bigger brush, right?
Yep.
So.
How big is 2 meters? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
7 feet tall.
2 meters? Holy cow!
2
Well,
meters.
it's 6.6, right?
I mean,
Meters,
that's
3.3 feet.
That's crazy.
You're gonna need a larger airbrush. 2 meters tall?
That's
Holy
crazy.
cow!
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, that's kinda cool.
That's real big.
That sounds like a weirdly
you're gonna have
neat
to put
project.
pictures of that in our Discord so we
Yeah,
can
yes,
check that
please
out.
do.
Someone will finally have a use for the DA100.
Oh my gosh, so true.
Is that Chris?
Find that out.
I don't think it was Chris, but
No, it was Ghost Hunter that said it.
Yeah.
But yes, D100 is.
Okay.
should I be nice to the boys and turn off the compressor now that I'm done?
Oh, hell no.
All right, Jason said it. I'm not turning it off.
Papa Chicken said, so I wasn't thinking, and in my impatience for some Monument Hobbies rattle can varnish, I used some Rust-Oleum matte varnish on my metal models. Is it going to yellow super bad? Can I do anything to prevent it?
Oh, I don't think it'll yellow. You're not going to leave it out in the sun, so it'll be fine.
Kruger said, I think I'm going to spend a lot of time with this figure. Yes, I believe we will.
6 foot tall? Yeah, I would say so. That's a substantial amount of work to get done on a miniature.
Schmid, Flapjack, hello.
Where does this miniature, quote unquote,
It's not a miniature or anything.
it's a
Yeah.
bigature.
That's like bigger than me.
Yeah, it's
It's a bigature. Where does this thing live? Like, where is it planning on being? Is it in a game store?
Yeah, tell us more.
that would be kind of cool for a game store.
Right?
Imagining a fire engine with the hose on the giant ladder to do the zenithal.
There you go.
Wonder how monument sprays would work on a model that big.
About to find out.
It's for a 3D print studio, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's a heck of a monster. Not gonna lie. That's very big.
Alrighty.
Game delay, hello.
Think.
Comment Elay.
Comment
do some
Elay
sketching.
was listening to a video about Kill Team. One of the patrons for the channel was Wad of Flesh. Wondered if it might be Wad Tomato. Grey Wolf G41 said, I'm waiting for Jordan to get back to me.
Huh?
About what?
Well, what? Well,
You sent him an email, a message on Discord. He's currently right here.
I'm currently right here.
So he's
So if
not
you have a question,
responding to messages at this moment.
yes.
But I know he will get back to you soon.
Promptly.
Hoot sweet. That was the one that had the issue about primer we've been talking about. So via email, he will respond.
Yes.
I promise. Yo, the Pumpkin Man said, do you guys know what Mage Knight is?
I do actually.
Jordan does.
Weirdly enough.
You miss it? What is Mage Knight, Jordan?
If I recall, it's like an old blind buy board game with the clicks system.
Oh,
I think
other
it used to
people
be a
remember
Heracles
this.
thing.
Mo, Papa Chicken. Ringing some bells.
That's what I remember. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Kruger posted a picture, but is without the head and some other parts, just to take an idea for what I'm talking about. All right.
That's crazy.
What, Mage Knight?
No, the still the
7
size
foot
of
tall.
that dang model.
Oh, yeah.
Mage Knight rings bells, but I'm not going to jump in and say I know anything about it.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
just a word I've heard
Yeah.
bandied about.
I remember buying blind kits from what was it called? GameStop back in the day, or EB Games was it? I don't know. One of those two.
Oh, where'd you post it, Kruger?
Yeah, as a precursor to HeroClix. Yeah, that sounds correct. Or an offshoot. Yeah.
Unpainted models? Or was it like the...
They were painted
Okay,
poorly.
the colored ones, like all the clicks.
Yeah.
Papa Chicken said, by the way, totally hooked on Noosh. Have a project in mind to experiment with it as a late stage underpainting technique. Wondering if it could get similar results to the wings on
Sanguinius.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or probably Dante is what they're meaning to ask.
My Dante? With the white?
I think that's what they're trying to talk about.
With Noosh?
As a filter for the underpainting.
Kruger, where did you post the picture of the giant non-miniature? And I mean, where in Discord though? Which channel? Working. Well, that's pretty big.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Almost like life size.
Yep. That is
Like a. Yep.
okay.
like an almost life-size woman, maybe a little petite. She doesn't have a head though, so that's crazy.
That's a large project.
It's real big.
That's an impressively large project, if I do say so myself.
Did she get upset? Seems like she's gone and lost her head about something.
I find that to be insane.
She's mad about not having a head.
I find that to be insane.
I paint miniatures. That is not miniatures. But I love that stuff like that is coming off of like 3D printers and such, right? Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that you can build a whole. Like, that's crazy.
Oh wow, Jordan.
What?
I just something she already has crazy face.
Uh-huh. Well, to be fair, she had a crazy face before.
No, but it's got color on it now. But did you the part where she's holding the mask, is that separate?
Yeah,
Is it
so
separately?
I left them separate, but I airbrushed them and did the zenithal while they were on the model.
Okay.
It helps when you're doing sub-assemblies like this to get a good idea of where the light is coming from,
Yeah.
so that when you're painting them separately, you
So
can
did you
follow
just, like,
that.
tack it on there or something?
Yep,
It's like-
just
yeah,
a
okay.
little bit of blue tack.
Okay.
They cover up the face pretty severely, so I wanted to make sure that it was separate when I was going in to actually paint it. I'm not usually one to do a bunch of underpainting or painting in sub-assemblies. I hate doing it, but this was one of those situations where I was like, probably worth doing.
Kruger, where do you live? What country are you in? You're in Bulgaria. Have you checked our store locator to shop online? You're gonna have fees and stuff if you buy it directly from us. So check with like PK Pro. Is a good source in the EU. Done the best. Okay. Just be aware of the shipping cost and know that the shipping cost doesn't have like the fees and stuff. We talked about it before I went to Germany. Okay.
Oh god, this space is gross. Ugh. Ugh. Save me, Jason.
You chose this.
This is terrifying.
You did this.
You did this to yourself. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
I wasn't expecting to make it look this
I'm
creepy.
Into, like gross stuff, but this is a really cool model. I really like it. I like
it's
the
amazing.
flowers and stuff on her head.
I really love that.
They did a great job with making it apparent that, with the mask on,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be like bummed out.
Right.
Well, and they have an alternate face too, so you can just have her have like a pretty face and not have the creepy face on.
Oh, why?
Well, one of them is cool because there's the other option for the arm that's holding the mask is a mirror. So you can do like a nice face, and then you can paint the reflection in the mirror of her having the creepy face. I just wanted to paint the creepy face because it sounded like a really fun
Yeah.
challenge and texture and...
Like I said, Jordan, that Minnie looks like she wants a kiss.
Well, she doesn't really have lips anymore, so you're kind of like just getting teeth and stuff.
Kruger met a lot of people telling you that our paints are really the top and really will change the way you start to paint in a good way. Well, we hope so.
Yep.
Just be aware that for something that large, it's going to take a lot of paint.
It turns out a meter tall thing is a lot of procurl.
Jordan can't do monthly challenges, so what is he doing?
Oh, I guess I am kind of painting something that's undead, right? That's funny. Didn't even think about that. Looks like I'm participating, folks.
Nick said you're making it gross, Jordan. At least give her a little lipstick.
There aren't really any lips to
Don't really
give
have
lipstick. There's not a whole lot there, guys.
You have a gallery of models that you've painted on stream, trying to surf for some inspiration.
I don't really have like we don't really have a gallery like that. If you look through the VODs, a lot of the thumbnails will give you some quick snapshots of models that we painted.
There's also a plethora of amazing painters that post really cool stuff all over Instagram.
Well, what are you looking for inspiration for? What kind of project are you having?
Yeah, because you can search like hashtags for that. You can search hashtag Monument Hobbies or hashtag Procryl on Instagram, and you'll see everyone who uses those hashtags.
But I'm talking about, like, what are you looking for inspiration for? Because we have a lot of models right here in the studio.
Well, that's true too.
Is there any projects that you have or you're considering?
We can grab stuff and
show you.
painting.
The
Spesmarines,
almighty
Knights.
It's so creepy.
It's hard because we don't post stuff that's not finished. You know, like we wouldn't post a bunch of pictures of things on our website that are not done.
Yeah, because we paint, like, everything.
Yeah.
Like, legit everything from...
I don't know where we would post them.
Anyway, we got all sorts
I have
of
an owl. That should inspire you.
I got that guy. Just finished him last week.
Dude, my owl murders the lion.
Yes.
Like, legit.
Yep. Yep. No questions asked.
Lots of Space Marines. Lots of crazy stuff. You name it,
Falcon.
we painted it.
We got
Lord Percival.
random Black Templar Captain. We got what we got here? We got Pink Space Marine.
Oh, Pop Chicken, that's Dante. I was always curious as to why Dante was, like, the biggest and best of the Blood Angels and wasn't allowed to have wings, but they gave all of the other guys wings.
There you go, Papa Chicken. Screenshot it.
The VODs for Jason painting this are also still up.
I was going to say, these are on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike, but that's what I was just saying, is that we won't post stuff on the website that is not done, that's not finished. I don't think. So maybe some kind of a gallery, but then it's hard because people will look at it and not read any kind of caption saying it's not done. They'll be like, why didn't you finish that?
Like,
And Jason starts getting all kinds of emails and people call him names, things like that.
Ghost, it's what got you into painting yours? Yeah, I still have yet to build the rest of the army, but I think that, once these were on the table, this would be a really good looking force.
You would have the coolest Blood Angels army I have ever seen. By a significant margin. The ideas that you have for that army are so amazing.
I like them. Well, thank you.
I can't wait to try and convince you to actually do it.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen.
We sort of convinced you to take a stab at it the other day, but then you were like, I need to build a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it just didn't happen.
Well, I think that's the tricky part, is the building stuff. Getting stuff built.
Found the model posted on Instagram. 6/12. Oh, 6/12/23. That was a long time ago.
Of Dante?
So this model is on Instagram, posted 6/12/23.
He was about right, about a year ago. A little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's been gathering dust for a while.
Jason, did you do 30K Mechanicum yet?
No.
Although you do have some models for it.
I have them for my Dark Angels,
Mhm.
30K.
Yeah.
I have some. Thanatar Siege Engines, 2 of those. A bunch of the Castellax Battle Automata or whatever they're called.
Thank you for that Prime sub. Oh no, not Prime sub, just a regular sub. Kruger, thank you.
I'm interested because now all the models that really suck in the old Forge world that I have are in plastics.
That's
so
true.
The Thanatar doesn't look the same because they didn't do the shoulder mount the same way because that would have been tough in molded plastic. So it kind of sits. It's like a mounted weapon as opposed to part of his shoulder. So
I prefer the inside.
It's battle wad automatons, yes. No, Mike, I've given up. I'm not entering Golden Demon.
Oh no,
I
no!
don't have time for that. Anybody got time for that? I say that. I went out and got one of the Kroot boxes of the mounted Kroot. And I figure I could do like 1 or 2 of those, probably 1 of those just as a single model.
Yeah, you should.
I don't have time to do a whole diorama. I have like, it's like going to the buffet. I have big aspirations for eating at the buffet. And then there ain't enough time to eat all that food. Where your gut blows up. Yeah, it's just not fun for me, Mike. That's the problem that I have with painting for anything like that. Number one, I don't like painting for competition. Because it's too purely subjective. There's not a really good way to be objective about judging paint competitions. I judge them, so I'm a total hypocrite on this. But I just don't dig it. I don't think that art is a competitive sport. You know, SMC is this coming weekend. Mally Anderson's over there. He's showing off his crone that he painted for the first time, entering it in Masters. So that's awesome.
I gotta check that out.
I'm excited because we get to see some of our models in some of the best painting competitions in the world. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but it's still a painting competition. It's still a bunch of judges that woke up in the morning. You can't tell if green is their favorite color or not. And if your model's green and they stub their toe and first thing they saw was green and now they hate green for the day, you're screwed.
Derpsic said, I'm curious as to what transparent orange looks like over burnt sienna. Would it look the same as what Jason did on the bear's shoulder pad? His starting colors were burnt sienna and Nova orange.
The transparent orange won't have the coverage, so I would say if you don't have Nova orange, burnt orange would be your best bet. And then just regular orange. There's no reason why you have to use Nova orange. It's just a little bit more peachy. So I thought I'd use it on the gold this go around, but normally I would have used like a burnt orange here. So burnt sienna, burnt orange, orange, if you want to go a couple more steps, and then you start dropping in the yellows on top of that yellow ochre.
Kruger said, can I ask what layers of colors you think are needed to paint an alien xenomorph egg?
Alien xenomorph egg. Is it an egg? Yeah. I don't know. You'd be more familiar with the color palette for that than me. Are the eggs...
I don't know. That whole thing could be yellow, blacks and grays with hints of browns and greens. It could just be blacks. The nice thing in that alien palette is that it is very dark and dreary. It's the definition of grimdark, so you could kind of do whatever you want, I think. I see them in like, black, browns, greens. So, you know, basing it with obviously black as your starting point, and then maybe dark camo green. Over brown, like black brown. So black brown over the black, then dark camo green over that, and then maybe maybe a black wash over the top of all that to drag it back down into the darker black realm.
Fertilized or not fertilized? How far along is the egg? Are you
How
cooking
far
the
along
egg?
is the alien egg? In the movies, you can't tell. Some of the movies, they go from egg to hatch to more death in about 5 seconds. Some of them seems like it takes years. So I don't trust the Alien franchise for timelines.
Uh-oh. Spitfire Miniature said, I was so excited when I was scrolling Facebook and saw the ad for the spray primer that I screamed, startled my cat, who then attacked me. I feel like you're responsible for the scratches. I don't
Always blame the
I don't know
cat.
how to
Oh,
respond
the
to
right
that.
choice is always blame the cat.
Rand 1973, what are your transparent paints used for? Are they paint, inks? Not sure how to use them.
So
Great video.
if you check out our YouTube, there's a wonderful video that's like 5 minutes long, 6 minutes long, something like that, that walks you through the whole process of a couple of different options on how to do it. Now, you should also watch that, but I will give you a quick explanation on what they are. They are an acrylic paint to start with. They're not an ink. If you're familiar with what inks do, they will perform all the same roles that you would be able to do with an ink, but better. So they're just as flexible as you would use for inks, but they are formulated in such a way that they can be used for many other things that inks are not great at doing. They are super, super saturated and intense acrylic paints that are completely translucent. So why would you want a translucent paint? Answer is for doing things like glazes or filters, mixing in with other colors to adjust and add more saturation. That's just a couple of small examples. Like I said, check out the video because it'll give you tons more information. But they are the most flexible paint that we sell without question. And I use them on every single project that I paint.
Dorpstick said the burnt sienna and Nova Orange made for a good leather color, but if burnt orange achieves the same color, then I'll add that to the cart.
I mean, it's not going to do the same color because it's not the same as Nova Orange. So it just depends on what you're looking for. The Nova Orange is more peachy, like I said, right? So the burnt orange is more of an on target, like reddish leaning orange, right? So if we take Nova Orange, where'd I put it? Get done with stuff and it disappears. Nova Orange, burnt orange. So burnt orange is way more red, right? So you are gonna, burnt orange can almost take the place of burnt sienna, except that, it's not gonna be quite as dark, right? So you can see how those two work up and keep it very warm, and then you would mix your yellow ochre in with your burnt orange, and you start to get your, what would take the place of Nova Orange. Nova Orange is just nice because it works right in between those two. So for when you're going quick, like I'm going on this guy, right? I didn't want 15 layers of different colors. So that's just the 3 colors plus bright pale yellow. Makes it easy. But totally different colors. Burnt orange is one of my favorite colors though, so I'll throw that out there.
Burnt orange is so good.
Burnt orange and burnt sienna, they work well together. They're also slightly interchangeable depending on how many layers you're trying to do, how fast you're trying to paint. Burnt sienna is a fantastic shade base for anything you're doing that's orange or in the kind of, like you said, brownish leather range. Works great.
Kruger said, at what point are you certain that a miniature is done and doesn't need more painting?
Well, that is a hard question.
I don't know that there's an answer to that question.
The answer is when you...
Time.
This is going to be a weird answer, and I think it really is just the correct one.
When it's done.
When you choose to stop working on it. Because I think at the end of the day, there's always more that you could noodle on. And you could do that forever. But there's a level with which you look at the model and you go, okay, I'm happy with this. Or you go, okay, I've taken this to about as far as I can take it at my current level, and I feel like I'm just kind of going in circles. That's a good stopping point. Because when you push it that far, usually you're to the point where you're kind of just running out of ideas. A piece of art is never finished, only abandoned.
Ask the piece when it was done. I like that. I like that approach.
Because I guarantee you, every single piece that I have finished, I could go back and do more work on.
Oh, heck yeah.
Every single one I finished.
They could live forever.
Yep.
In your to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just a matter of when you're ready to call it quits, because it's going to start frustrating you.
Gambulay said the model is done the day that the monthly challenge is over.
This is also true.
True.
Yeah.
When's the
You
due
have
date?
deadlines. Deadlines are another thing entirely.
Watt Tomato earlier said the real answer is to buy all the paints. Then you can join me in calling Jason at Vastage for making so many wizard's butts, thereby making your collection never truly complete.
Well, somebody asked us once, what happens when you make the last color? We just made sure that's never a problem we have. There's always room for more wizard's butt.
Mm-hmm.
Moldmaker said, my wife tells me it's done, but not perfect. Let it go. My machinist mind needs to keep telling myself that.
It depends on what you're trying to get out of the model, too. Like, if you're trying to learn something and you feel like you've kind of gotten to the point where you're trying to noodle it over and over and over again, trying to look at the same things, make small changes to it, just start a new model.
I'm going to say that was, one of the big things for me is when I find a model is done, when I find the next model I want to paint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is very true for you in particular.
So many times I'm a victim of the stream in that regard, because so many times I'm painting just literally to show a particular thing that I want to get across as a technique for people. And once I've done that on the model, then there's like, well, I don't really need to finish this. It's not for anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was to show you how to paint this sword, and then the sword's painted, and you're like, well, that's it. Into the movie.
There's always room for more wizards, but is the slogan we didn't need.
Okay.
But you did. Yards Tony said, I'm done when I look at the hundreds of models in my backlog and say, okay, time to paint something different.
Also true.
Mike said, my wife tells me I'm not real. Stop talking to yourself. It's less than helpful. They almost got me on that one. I almost said, oh, we just learned something new. Jamie Westy said, your white blue has spoiled me enough. If you never made another color, I'd still be happy. Nothing else like it on the market.
What I'm painting with right now.
Oh.
Jason uses it a lot.
100% white blue. That's what's all the bear's top. The white on the bear's fur is white blue. I'm doing it with a combination of Payne's gray for the blade of the sword right now.
Have a great paint job. Is that like saying have a great day?
Big fan of white blue. Never a bad time to use it as a highlight tint mixer.
With over 7,000 minis in my backlog, it's very unbelievable that I'd be married. I don't think that's true. I don't think we know how many Jason has.
Miniatures?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. I have an out. They're not mine.
Yeah.
They are the company's.
True.
So, I'll put it this way. Jason has enough miniatures in the office that when we were told that we were looking at new buildings, I was like, all right, we're going to have to figure out what to do with all these. We're going to have to either find some storage or we're going to have a real big garage sale.
Well, I mean, it's a bigger building. What are you talking about?
I guess so.
If we
Yeah.
move, we've got plenty of space for all that.
Very true.
It's if we stay.
Maybe we can organize it a little bit better so you know what you have to pull from.
Don't get me all worked up here.
I mean, when's a better time to do it when we move?
Bud spent the whole weekend building models, awaiting the new primer.
Ooh, exciting.
Nice. People have been raving about it, so super excited.
Be hitting people's steps.
We've had a lot of people already. We had one of our affiliates. She got it and is painting a cosplay piece. And immediately went to town on it and raving about it. Lots of people saying that they immediately got after multiple models, sprayed for long periods of time.
Spitfire, you can expect to see it in stores when they order it. They've had the ability to order it since before it was available on our website. So if your store, your local store doesn't have it, they may have missed the email. Go knock on their door and ask them when they're going to have it.
Just make sure to politely ask. No need
that's
to demand
always-
stuff.
That's always the recommended approach.
Yeah.
Is to be polite when you're asking for something that they don't have.
Just in case. I know
What?
we're all excited about it.
What is this being nice part?
Jason. You know that feeling that you get when I come into the morning and I say, good morning?
Fear, loathing?
Yeah, it's that. More of that.
Spitfire said, well, that answers that, and that means I'm going to my LGS. See you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully they've got what you're looking for. You could demand, but then you are that guy, and no one wants that. That is true.
Yes. Very true.
So about that, Mike, Mike said my rattle can order got a tracking number Thursday. USPS said still waiting. Guessing it's a USPS issue and will magically show up sometime this week. So our USPS did not get picked up on Friday. So everything from after Thursday's pickup, which is, I don't know, probably like noon,
Be tomorrow.
say, is still sitting over in our fulfillment room.
It's insane over there, by the way.
It's absolutely insane. There's boxes everywhere.
That does explain why there were so many boxes over there.
Yeah, it's because we didn't get a
To heck with the boxes, there's tables everywhere. They have
had
all
to put
the
up tables because there's no more room. We have these big carts, rolling, like big. They're mail carts, but they look like laundry carts or something. It's these big rolling things that we fill up with our boxes, and then the USPS truck pulls up to the back, and we take them out. Yeah, they didn't come on Friday, and today's a holiday, so they're not here today. So it's
Today's
not
a
going to get
holiday?
any updates today.
Columbus Day.
Oh,
And then tomorrow they'll for sure pick up. I put in a request. So.
lady's not getting any less creepy.
But anytime, and this is for everyone, anytime you get the notification that we've created the shipping label and you've got your tracking number and then you don't see updates for a day or two, just know that it's because we ship all day long. We get one pickup, and it varies. Sometimes they come at 11 o'clock to pick up. Sometimes they come at 2:30 to pick up. So we often create shipping labels well before they actually are picked up by USPS. That's just our process. It's just the way we have to do it with the amount of orders that we have. So don't ever panic. If it's ever more than like a week, let us know.
Make sure you have your Hitchhiker's Guide. And don't panic.
We don't use FedEx. Kruger, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
Thanks, Kruger.
Good luck with your gigantic model.
Oh, God.
Send us, put in more updates so that we can see your progress. I say anything like that. I mean, we're happy if you want to order more, but that doesn't make anything happen faster. Is there an ETA on more foam trays for the go bag? Like the paint foam? We have that.
Pretty sure they're in stock. Unless they sold out in a mad rush over the weekend for some reason.
Yeah, someone ordered like 2,000 of them. Like, I need foam.
They sold out. I'll ask Phil. It says sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll check on stock. Sometimes things get missed, but also sometimes things crazy just sell out without us knowing about it. Also our fault, but you'll notice as I'm doing this, I'll take the white blue very thin and start moving it towards the area I want to bulk up as a shine spot. So that's just a lot of water on the brush.
I mean, we're checking on that for you.
And the second pass, much less water. Constantly wiping it off on my thumb palette to make sure I've got just the right amount of paint to get it to blend. Anytime you're working with too bright of a color, you wind up with a lot of paint on your brush. You will see those brush strokes. They will be really garish, and you'll wind up having to go back and forth a lot more.
Mike wants to know how close we are on the Angra minis.
We're still working on packaging. It's taking quite a while. but hopefully not too much longer. We know the size. Gabe got the size all figured out. Now it's really just the design of the box and then the manufacturing. So
Why did Shelby what? They answer that.
Why didn't Shelby?
Why did Shelby? Spooky Lady is a print, isn't she? Is that a 3D print?
Nope.
no, it's a resin.
No, it's a resin cast. Unless it's a really, really amazing print, but it's not. It's a cast. Where did I acquire it from?
Yeah.
This is from a caster / sculptor painter called Carol Rudick. Jason got some models from this person a little while ago. Huh?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Before.
Very popular for doing a bunch of like huge dragons and stuff like that. You're like Nosferatu vampire guys over there.
Yeah,
that's Carol Rudick as well.
That we started working with. This is one of the Carol Rudick vampire series vampires.
Does a bunch of vampires. That's such a cool sculpt. So, this is a bust that came out a long time ago. I think I've owned this model for probably 3 or 4 years.
I was going to say that's an old model.
Yeah.
What is on her left shoulder?
That
looks like maybe part of the cat, but
oh, it's the butt of the cat.
what's wrong with the cat's foot?
It's the tail. I
Oh,
lost the
cat's
part for the
tail.
tail. I gotta resculpt it. So
You lost the tip of the tail?
yeah, I dropped the box while I was walking out to my car on Friday.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, and I lost the tail part.
Oh,
Oh.
it's in your parking lot right now laughing at you.
No, it's in our parking lot behind, full with all the dust. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh,
I'm not
even
getting
worse.
on the
I was going to say
ground
on
to look for
the
that.
cement at your
Yeah.
apartment, that should have been easy.
The worst part is I could have sworn that I checked and I saw, and because I specifically looked for that piece, and I could have sworn that I found it, but when I looked at the box today, it was gone. So that sucks. So I'll have to resculpt the tail. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world.
Now the kitty is named Bob. Hi, Bob.
The tail's bobbed.
That's it, Jordan. You aren't allowed an MC? How's that?
MC.
I don't know. Mhm.
Oh, Maine Coon, you can't get a cat.
What?
You can't,
No.
can't take care of its tail.
Hold on. Hold on now.
Seems legit to me.
When you drop a box full of cats, they don't just drop their tails
We'll
off,
drop the
okay?
cat.
That's
I
not
didn't
how
know
this
that.
works.
I didn't know that.
Prove it to me.
I'm not the one that has to prove it.
I don't have to prove it either.
A little gecko will drop its tail. if
You're
you try and
kind
pick
of
it
so
up.
disappointed in your lack of tail care. You know what? This tail is going to look even better than the original, okay?
Ooh.
All right.
Get Carol Rudick on the horn.
Oh, just a tail. But also probably not. Gosu just went back and watched the recent transparent video you made, Jordan. I really enjoyed that video. Production was on point as well. You can thank Christopher for that.
Shout out to Christopher.
That guy, turns out, pretty freaking good
Uh-oh.
at what he does. I don't mind giving him lots of credit because the
Cat.
guy's a master.
Cat ban for the next 5 years until you can prove good tail care.
Nope. You're not the boss of me.
Tails like geckos.
You're not the boss of me.
Not allowed to do gecko cats.
Yeah, I'm worried about all these gecko cats that I'm seeing around.
Thank you for the sub, JP Gray.
Now, do I give her real eyes to make it really creepy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Or do I give her the blind, like, you can see the iris, but it's all grayed out and milky? Or do I do one of each?
Ooh, have you
Does
Trying
the
to think.
mask have open holes or eyes on it?
It does have eyes on it.
Oh.
Then you would I think you'd do them as milky gross then,
Okay.
right? Because the beautiful eyes would be on the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan votes for Milky Eyes. Schmid, Papa Chicken. Awkwardish Panda, hello.
Hi, Awkwardish.
Jordan is cutting off cattails and tossing them in parking lots.
Whoa. Jen, this is not...
I didn't say it, I just read what the people write.
You don't read that one out loud. That's horrible.
Is she wrong? Is she wrong?
The tail was already detached.
Is she wrong?
It was in the box. I thought I had it, and apparently I didn't.
So the cat was already going through stress, relied on you to relieve that stress, and then what did you do? Oh, that's right. Do you have all the parts to the cat's tail, Jordan?
I will go out there right now on my hands and knees until I find that freaking tail.
That was I will turn this car around.
Yeah.
I will turn this car around. Look what you walked into, Awkwardish. One eye normal, the other milky I like a lot.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
But the one that's not milky has to be like jaundiced yellow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Awkward. I see what I got to put up with, chat. This is like I'm surprised you guys aren't more excited. This is Jen's like first stream back in like forever.
Jen is holding up like champ.
Nearly 2 weeks you've been without a Jen.
Yeah, because I was gone. Yeah.
Nearly 2 weeks.
Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Wednesday.
Monday that week was the only day that I.
You didn't come on Tuesday
because I was out.
So it's
on
been 2
Tuesday,
weeks.
And Wednesday I left early, and yeah, wow, it has been 2 weeks.
Nick from Grey Primer says the cat ban will only be lifted when you present us with the tail fragment.
Uh-oh.
So he was never going to buy a cat anyway. I told you, he'll get a cat the day he gets strawberry shortcake. Not at the same place, hopefully. I don't know that you get strawberry shortcake the same place you buy Maine Coons, but I'm not judging.
Cat cafes.
Cat cafes are a thing.
Yeah.
I would laugh so hard.
And I've actually seen the cat cafes that do the adoption day at the cat cafe. So you could literally go get probably a strawberry shortcake and a Maine Coon, although Maine Coons... Well, no, there were a lot of Maine Coons in the adoption center.
Not for adoption, no.
No?
Breeders.
Oh, breeders is what we saw.
Jason?
I was going to say, that's like not a breed that people just get rid of a Maine Coon, right?
You realize that I'm going to go looking for a Maine Coon, and I'm going to happen upon one that happens to have the name Strawberry Shortcake. And I'm going to have to take it with me.
That's your cat, then.
That would be the telling.
That would be I would have to take the cat home with me.
That
just like Jen and I, we said if we ever find a dog named La Shorty.
Yep. She's ours.
She's ours.
But I'm going to be honest, with all the names that I've seen in shelters and otherwise, you never know.
No,
Strawberry
you do not
Shortcake.
ever know.
Yeah,
La Shorty was Cora's name.
Oh, La Shorty.
I was like, wow, how genius can you be to come up with a short dog called Short? You feel embarrassed for not celebrating celebrating Jen in joy? What? Let's make today a holiday? It's already kind of crowded. And focused on painting intently lately that you have gone for whole streams not making a single comment, Vector.
It happens. It happens for sure.
I love it. I love that you guys are knuckle down into painting. Panda Bomb says your Maine Coon will already have a cropped tail. It'll see you coming.
Oh my gosh. A cropped tail Maine Coon that's name is Strawberry Shortcake.
There you go.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
Seems right.
That's out there.
Seems right.
Having the opposite experience about talking to all his cat friends about some guy named Jordan.
Yeah.
The beard.
With a beard.
Paints small things.
I do paint small things.
Cat's gonna love that part.
Yeah.
All the stuff they can knock off the table.
We're gonna have to.
Someone just was talking about that in Discord.
We're gonna have
today.
to figure that out.
Vector, it's nice to be back. Week was busy and crazy and feeling back to normal routine. Imagine Jordan's surprise when he sees his face on a poster in every rescue center. Manx cats only for this man. Those are the real ugly ones.
werewolf cats.
Immediately
Werewolf
wanted to adapt La
Don't
Shorty
look
to
it
La
up.
Bamba, then I realized I don't know the words to La Bamba.
Jason, you definitely don't need to know what these cats look like. They're horrifying.
What? I don't know that anyone really knows the words to La Bamba.
I think technically the way that works is everybody knows the words to La Bamba.
Gordon, have you considered an ocelot?
Nope. No, I have not.
Jason, think about, is that the ugly one? The Lycoi cat?
What kind of cat?
LaCoy.
Manx cats have no tail. They're from the Isle of Man between Ireland and England. And they literally have no tail. It's not like dogs where they cut them off. Dobermans. I wound you so. Are you one of those cats? I bet you're not.
Werewolf cats. I had never heard this term.
They're,
I've heard Manx before.
They're horrifying to look at.
They just have a nub, right?
What? The werewolf cats?
Yeah.
No, they're just
Tailless?
nope. Jen's got it.
Is this the one that I looked up though? I feel like it was something different.
I think the LaCoy is different.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the same.
That's not the one.
That is the that's
That's
the
a terrible looking cat, but
yeah.
it was definitely a different one.
Those are cute.
No, it's not cute. That's not the one though.
They have like rat tails. They have like no hair on them. They're like the hairless ones, like the ones that are like hypoallergenic cats that my mom had that are like super short hair, don't shed. They look like that.
Ooh, I don't like those. I don't like the hair. Yeah, the one we looked at. Didn't we look up one that had less hair?
Yeah, I think we typed in werewolf cat though to find that one.
It's not that one.
Yeah, it's the one second photo down on the right, one in from the right.
This one?
Yeah.
That's just the same thing that was on the other one.
Not the one that
Oh.
that before.
I mean,
Somebody
those are
told
just-
us about really ugly cats, and I looked it up, and I didn't like it.
And I did not like what I saw.
No, Jordan has to paint the cat's eyes as cat's eyes.
Yes. I concur.
The face only a mother could love. That you're painting there, Jordan.
I was gonna say, what are you
Pretty
talking
bad.
about, man? Look at this
Yes.
brutish charm.
She's had better days. You know, she's
Voltage fast fats, so thank you for the sub. Or maybe she's got a great personality. She definitely does. Her cat likes her.
Burnt red. This one.
Defrost found some kittens 18 years ago in a field in West Texas. The orange one passed 2 years ago, but the sweet brown one is still with me. Those the cats that find you tend to be party stock. Those
Yeah.
field cats, the strays.
Yeah, they make you get rabies shots.
My dad had a cat that like wandered onto his land when I think the year like my sister was born or something, and that cat lived more than 20 years, I think. He would leave for a while, and they'd think, "Oh, he's probably gone," and then he'd wander
Bulletproof.
back up.
Missing an ear.
Yeah. Tomato said, so down the road at Meyer, you can apparently get a Cheetos Flamin' Hot Roll, which is a sushi roll. This is why God has forsaken us, thinking this might be the reason. That sounds...
I don't think God waited around for the Cheetos roll.
I think that is definitely a sign of the end times. Mike said, I'm pretty sure the cat's eyes need to glow because the cat is using magic to reanimate its master. The woman is miserable, her soul forced to exist in her rotting body because her cat is evil and wants consistency.
Oh, so now the cat is the main player here.
Yeah.
Somehow the cat became the main story.
There's no rabies in Ireland? I didn't know that.
Because they call those people druids.
I didn't get that.
That was really good.
It
That was really good.
But I was completely lost on
Jason, if you weren't painting right now, I'd give you a high five. That was a quality joke. That wasn't even a dad joke. That was just a good joke. But Jason's on fire today, folks. Watch out.
I've been fairly quiet.
Danik Bomb said, Jason, have you met cats?
Yes.
Fuker said, Baby J, you gave me some advice on putting transparent brown over copper. That looks amazing. I'm going to put that transparent brown on everything.
Dude, I'm telling you, transparent colors are the expletive. They're awesome. You should use them all the time. They're spectacular.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. They're just a really great tool. Super flexible.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's no people in Ireland, just potatoes. I've never been there, so as far as I know, you're correct.
Definitely people there. Try to go visit the Guinness factory. People everywhere. Try to go kiss the Blarney Stone. People everywhere. Which is a nasty place, by the way.
Guinness factory?
The Blarney Stone.
Oh.
This mossy rock under a metal grate. I love Ireland. Great people.
Ireland
I got mugged by a woman over there. It was the first time I experienced the fact that when they do their hen and stag parties, that they have like a check-off list of all the things they have to do.
Yeah.
And this girl with her wedding party had one on there that it was the last one for the night or whatever they had on there, and it was Kiss an American, not Kiss a Foreigner, but Kiss an American. And they're wandering around, and we're just kind of all walking around on the street or whatever, and she comes running up, and she was a bear of a woman. Comes running up after hearing me talk, grabs me, like arms pinned to my sides, lifts me off the ground, and I'm not small, and plants one on me like it was like the world was ending. And I'm like this whole time.
I mean.
And then puts me right back down to my spot, my shoulders sag, and I'm like, and she's like, I finished!
She was about to get married, so technically the world was ending.
Oh. Wow.
Okay. All righty then.
I was trying to have this be a positive story.
Ireland has lots of green stuff, but severe lack of rabies, snakes, and Popeye's chicken.
Well, you're not really missing out with the snakes.
Definitely not. Or the rabies.
Or the well, yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't understand that response, Jordan.
I don't think you were supposed to. To be fair.
Yeah, I was medical technology was 6 months too slow for me as a child. Because I had to have my rabies vaccinations. There were 30 some odd shots.
I remember you telling the story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
30 some odd shots for rabies vaccination. And then 6 months after,
What'd you get bit by?
they came a cat, little kitten. Angry bastard, scratched the piss out of me. I got all mad and threw it down and it ran off. And I went in and I was washing my hands. My mom's like, "What happened?" I go, "I picked up a little kitten down in the alley. Little bastard scratched me, whatever, and my hands are all bleeding and I'm washing it off and putting Band-Aids on." And she's like, "Oh." This is back when we thought that
all stray animals were rabid.
Stray animals are rabid and quicksand was going to be a big problem when we grew up. And so my grandmother and my great-grandmother were over at the house, and they all freaked out. "Where's the cat?" "Well, I don't know. It ran off. We couldn't find it." So they call and animal control, and animal control came out and found the kitten. And then I told them where I got the kitten from the backyard of this person's house. And it was like crawling around the gate, so I just told them around the house. So they went and interviewed the person. The person finally got grilled, got really scared because animal control and the police showed up. This is like they took this seriously back then. It's weird because we don't think of things like this like here. And the police and animal control showed up at the person's house, talked to the guy, and he admitted that the mother and the other kittens had gotten sick, and he disposed of them. They asked where, and he dumped them in the storm drain. So they went and they got the box with the dead mom and the other dead kittens. This was the only surviving kitten from the litter. Or maybe been 2 that he just released or he kept or whatever. And the other ones were dead. And they went and they got them out of the storm drain, sent them to Austin, Texas for testing, and they were rabid. They had rabies. So, yeah. So this all happened within the span of about 7 days. They treated this so seriously. And I immediately got whisked off, and preventatively, before they even came back with it, they it stuffed me in, and I had to get 2 shots a day. Both of them, the way that they did it was along your belt line, just above your belt line.
Yeah.
And they went all like under your stomach, all the way to your love handles, and a little bit around the back, and then right back around the front. It was 30 plus shots. And that stuff was kept in the freezer, and it moved like honey. And the needle had to be really big because the stuff was so viscous. It was like shooting motor oil into your body, and it burned. All I remember is that it burned like molten lava. I was like, I do not. But now shots don't even matter.
I can't believe I've never heard this story.
I've told it on stream.
I've been absent that day.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I've heard it and you haven't. Creepy.
The good thing is totally treatable, right? It has to be like rabies has to set in for a long time to have its. And I'm fine. Well, I only get the twitches every now and then. Luckily, the vaccine can be given like a regular shot. Yeah, it's like 3 shots. You get a booster, 2 shots, and you're done. It's crazy.
Oof, goes through 12,000 shots. That's crazy.
I told you this too. My roommate had severe allergies, and so I had to give him his allergy shots once a month. And because he was sick of doing it to himself, right? He had to give it to him in his shoulder, but the place where he could reach was starting to build up scar tissue. So I had to do it. You had to do it in the fatty of your back of your arm, right? And so he was like, "All right, I'm going to teach you how to give a shot." I'm like, "No, you're not. I'm not. No way I'm doing that." He's, "Oh, come on, dude. It's easy. I've been doing it to myself for years." I was like, "Yeah, that's you poking yourself. Like, I'm not into it." And he gave it to me. And of course, the first time I get it just right, pap, right in the skin. You don't think about it. Giving a shot's not fun.
I would
not fun.
I don't have
this is before I'd ever given tattoos. Since then, I don't care anymore. Right?
I was like,
But then, but there were times where I'd bounce the needle off him, and he'd go skipping around the apartment, yelling and screaming, and then he'd come back and be like, "All right, don't screw it up this time," and then I'd get it. We were like Laurel and Hardy. It was so horrible. But I would bounce that damn thing off his skin because I'd be all timid about it. I'd be like, "I've never done this." He's like, "You literally did it last month." So good on you for giving 12,000 shots, because I don't think I could have gotten through that. Midshipman would have lost complete faith in me. Like, hey, you got to go get a shot. Who's giving it to you? Craze. Oh.
Wait, can I?
You may want to rethink that.
Back
Yeah, you may want to rethink that. Maybe go back tomorrow.
day? Yeah. When is Craze not on that shift?
Dr. Craze, psychologist. That's what I should have been. Is it like a psychiatrist or a psychologist? Dr. Craze.
You had to pick one area of doctoring to be a doctor in. If your life had taken that turn, what would the doctoring be?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell, I don't know.
It's a weird question. Interesting question.
I don't know. Nothing that I have to like look inside people's bodies. So probably psychiatry. Something clinical psychiatry. I was not. I was okay with my own blood and stuff, but no.
Other people, no.
I forget, somebody in my family, I forget who it was, got like open knee surgery, and they had them take the video of it, and they were showing everybody, and I was like, whoa, I can't do it.
No.
Me though, I'm like, hey, look at the hole in my leg. You received 12,000 shots in the Marines because they kept losing everyone's shot records in medical experimentation. You guys had to take all of the new flu vaccines. They tested them on you. You're a little off.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Skin's looking really good.
Yeah, I'm really freaked out. It's really gross.
Yeah, she's got some issues.
Yeah, she's not having the best day. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like it's beyond the time where you go to the dermatologist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say no one's approaching her for her tips on skincare routines.
No. No. That is gross, and I mean that in a nice way. It's amazing what, like, when you take a little bit of skin color, you take like a, I don't know, bright shadow flesh, a little bit of pale yellow, and then you just take like a purple, a green, a yellow, and a red, and you just start like mixing random colors together.
Yeah. Especially for bruisey stuff.
Yeah, for bruisey, undead, weird skin color, like, that's just the way to do it. If it's creeping you out, it's a good sign. Jordan is painting my ex-girlfriend, Ghost Hunter. Yikes. Ugh.
That's right, Mike. You've been doing shots for a long time.
For having such rough looking skin, she's got what looks like a nice head of hair.
Yes.
It's like nice and thick and long.
It's a wig.
Probably.
She plays in the WNBA.
Fjord Gamers said, "Hey, we can see the details very well on your cameras. What are you using?"
Blackmagic 4Ks?
Yeah, Blackmagic Cinema 4Ks.
Did Jordan mix any mediums in the white for the Zenithal underpaint?
Just a drop of glaze and wash medium and some water.
Yeah, Christopher, our videographer here, he's in charge of shooting all of our content videos as well as our commercials and general advertising stuff. He's fantastic with all the gear. So back before he worked for us directly and was just contracting for us, we hired him to work with us to get the equipment in the studio up to snuff when we moved into this new building. And we haven't looked back. It's been fantastic. It's much nicer to have cameras that don't require autofocus. So we've just got a nice focal length on the lens, and the lens stays stable. Zooms. It's nice. Bringing howitzers to a knife fight. You know, the reality is that you don't get a camera body, because we use the Black Magic, I forget what it's called, the big mux that all the cameras go into, so that we can do stuff very simply, like, you know, going ahead and changing. Oh, I'm zoomed in, so that doesn't work very well. But changing on the fly all the camera.
What brushes are the guys using? Jordan, who you see on the right painting this crazy lady, is going to be using one of our Pro Sables. What size, Jordan?
You're off stream again.
Size 3.
Size
Zoom out a bit.
3?
Yeah, I'm zooming out.
Jason, I don't know what he's using.
I've been painting
Test.
mostly with a size 2 synthetic. I
Size
use
2
our
synthetic.
Monument Pro synthetics pretty much exclusively. I'm using a number 2 fine detail style brush on everything. It paints hair nice.
Jade said, "Where's Baby J's model from? I want to hunt for it. It's Carol Rudick.
It's spelled really
With a
weird.
K. K-A-R-O-L.
Yeah.
Rudick.
It's
R-U-D-Y.
R-Y. Yeah, R-U-D-Y.
Y-K?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Y-C-K?
Yeah, it's K. YK.
I'm sure if you type in Carol and then start R, you'll find it.
I don't know if you can get the bust anymore, but you can definitely get the 75 millimeter of her.
There's always eBay.
Uh,
You never know.
yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't discourage anyone from looking there.
Yeah, definitely look.
Jade said she's ready to hunt for it, so
Yeah.
it'd be a real big hunt. You said you got it a few years ago?
Yeah, I bought it when it came out, maybe 2021, 2022.
Happy hunting, Jade. Brushes back in stock when? I mean, most of them are in stock now.
Little ditty called Orange Red. Have dinner tonight with a man that runs a very large construction company.
Oh,
A little intimidated
why is that?
because he runs a very large company.
It's gonna be great.
You got this. Jason, don't forget. You're awesome too.
Well, thank you for that.
Mikhail Tessier, have both the Monument Hobby Sable and Synthetics. Looking forward to picking up the new primer cans. We are excited for you to try 'em. Jamie Westy, got my first bottle of Noosh on the way. Any do's and don'ts you can give me?
First bottle of Noosh.
Do use
Bottle
it.
of Noosh.
Yeah, use it.
Do use it.
I would say one of the things that I always recommend to people who have a bottle of Noosh on the way and they've never touched it before, mess around with it.
Yeah.
Just do weird, wacky mixes of paint and color and Noosh and all that together. Try it on a bunch of stuff. See how you like it. You will like it. The question is, how do you like to work with it the most? Because every person I've talked to uses it a bit differently, which is really cool that we have a product that's so diverse in the way that it can be used. A lot of people who I've talked to will airbrush with it. A lot of people will hand mix it. I tend to hand mix it and apply it to stuff. In fact, I met somebody at Spiel who came up and was like, "Your Noosh product is amazing." And he's like, "I use it on every single model that I paint." And he painted some really nice models. He's like, "I just use it as a filter on every single model that I paint."
Hobby Corner.
It was super duper cool.
Welcome.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome,
Oh, what up?
raiders.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. But yeah, experiment with it. Just have fun with it.
You're looking at the website, more than half of the brushes are out of stock? What? What are you looking for? Synthetics? We have more coming in into this month. But sables should all be pretty strong. We've had a big rash of sales with the spray paint cans, so we have seen some things take a hit.
So, yes, the Dry brushes are out. Well, some of the dry brushes. It looks like Sable 0 is out, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in.
Yeah. Remember, you can buy singles. You don't
0,
have to buy the sets. You get the same
4,
set price if you just bundle them
6,
together.
DA1, DA2, and X10. Most of the synthetics are there. The domed dry brushes are out, all 3 of them. And the 00. Oh, sorry, the 1 and 2. 00 is available. 1 and 2. So yeah, definitely not more than half. The sets are out of stock, yes, and that's because there's 1 brush from the Sable set that's unavailable and 1 brush from the synthetic set that's unavailable, but the 9 other brushes in those sets are available.
And like Jason said, you can create your own brush set
Let's see if we used to have a command for this. We'll see if we still do.
by buying 4 brushes together.
It's not
It
appear
probably
that we
didn't
still have
translate
that
over.
command. But I will link it so that you can get the information about bundle pricing. Basically, if you have 4 single brushes or more, you get 10% off. Bundle price. Papa Chicken would like to see a size comparison for Sable 2 and Sable 3. Do you have those, Jordan?
I do.
Okay.
Give me one moment, really quick.
The sculpt really messes with me because there's only hair on the head that's sculpted. And I get in this rhythm of painting the hair on the non-sculpted parts, like at the shoulder here. And then when I get up to the head and I'm like, oh, wait. It starts hitting the brush weird.
The one on the right is a Sable 3. The one on the left is a Sable 2. I like the 3. It's a touch longer and a little bit wider in the belly, which works for me because I tend to like to work for longer periods of time on the model. So I'll load up my brush a little bit more. Yeah, the 3 is great.
General
2
Ginkgo,
2 is really good too, but we've all got our preferences when it comes to what brushes we like to use and the size and the flexibility of the tip.
Said I use that Sable 3 for everything.
So do I.
And if you ever can't find it, Hooker has it.
You stealing my Sable 3, Hooker? Were you teleporting into HQ and absconding with my beautiful Sable 3?
No.
Thought we had cameras specifically for this. Pointed at my desk. Apparently not. I'm sad.
Wait a minute. You thought we invested in cameras to protect the brushes that are on your desk?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's incorrect.
That is... Jordan, that is categorically incorrect,
That is incorrect.
sir.
We do, however, have cameras that point at all of the external entries into the building.
Turns out those are pretty important.
General Ginkgo, those 2 are mine as well when I paint.
What's that?
Size 2 and 4 synthetics.
Now we're talking my language. Trying to pick up the white that I'm doing, but you can see how it's giving me some contrast on the fur there.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you. But said I keep multiples of all. Because when you know, you know. And when I meet people who don't know, I can share with them and usually make believers out of them. Love it.
That's awesome. Thank you. Try to make sure we have a brush for everybody. We've got a broad size range, and the synthetics will blow your mind. The sables will blow your mind.
Game Delay said, when I use your synthetics, I like them best. When I switch back to sables, I wonder why I ever left.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Alright, sables just don't work for me.
That's okay, because we've got a great product for you, Jen.
Yup.
It's called the synthetic brush.
Yup.
I hope to never have my face look quite like hers.
Yeah, I better be in a box.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, my line is this pro synthetics. Those are the ones I like best.
A cat that doesn't. Are there cats that like change? What is this magical, mystical world you come from? Hey, a little bit of maybe dark blue. Dark blue. Holy cow, it's already 3:42.
Is it really?
42.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you going for your dinner?
What's that?
Where's your dinner?
Chelsea.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Chelsea's Corner? Is that what that place is called?
Chelsea's
Up off Camelback.
Yep. Mystic Blue Cougar said, if you were to paint a minion, what yellows would you use from Procrawl?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I would probably start with a burnt orange. I always start my yellows with oranges. I would go burnt orange, warm yellow, bismuth yellow, I think.
Burnt orange, warm yellow, bismuth yellow.
Feels right when I say it out loud. Blazing that dark blue into the dark sea Ben on the underside of these.
Yeah, well, that's the bismuth yellow is robe. Hobbies. Cannibalistic zombie, I am very late today.
Hi,
Lucky,
Cannibal.
You're lucky we let you in the door.
Yep.
We're just about to close it. Lock everyone out.
I am realizing
We're
that
glad
this
you made it.
lady is a vampire.
She's a
What?
vampire?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
She got fangs.
Oh. Or she just have her canines are very pronounced.
I mean, they definitely look like fangs. They might be pronounced, but they're pretty fangy.
Working on your monthly challenge, Minnie.
Yeah. It's good timing, starting about halfway through the month. It is very much on brand for the challenge.
I like that dark blue.
Everyone's teeth look big when they've lost their lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Bismuth is one of those words that makes me wonder if I have a speech impediment every time I say it.
Which one?
Bismuth.
Bismuth.
Does sound weird.
Yeah.
Ugh. The more I paint this, the more grossed out I get.
She's nothing if not gross.
Yeah. But I'm really into this. This is cool.
I don't like to judge people on their appearance.
I'm sure she's a wonderful lady.
She
I'm
feels good about herself. That's all that
confident.
matters.
yeah, confident. Just putting lots of little glazes in here to push the contrast a touch more on the face. That's how you get so much crazy little bits of color all over the face, is when you start to really layer in these subtle glazes of color. And you can do this on non-zombie skin tones as well. And it works really, really nicely. But it's almost kind of like sculpting really subtly, where you want those bright highlights to be and push the shadows back really dark.
How do you know Game Delay? Have you talked to her? Have you met her in person?
What, this lady?
Yeah, Game Delay said no, she is clearly not a wonderful lady. Not everyone needs the benefit of the doubt. Very surprised that came from you, Game Delay. Seems so accepting.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You thought Game Delay was a nice person?
Yeah.
Game delay hiding in plain sight. All along.
What does she want? Brains. When does she want them? Brains. Yes.
That's actually pretty good.
The cat seems to like her. Exactly. when she's eaten all of you, I will be sad. Good afternoon, Tech Elf.
What's going on?
We are just about done.
It is about that time. It's crazy.
This went by very, very quickly.
It was pretty quick Monday.
Yeah, that's
it started
very
off
true.
very slow just because it was a lot of long meetings, but they were all good. It just is, when you're focused like that, it seems like the minutes are ticking by slower. Then you hit the lunch stride, and I had to knuckle down and do a bunch of things really, really fast. Because I had stuff I had to do for my meeting this afternoon, for my trip next week.
You going on a trip next week?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Milwaukee to walk the new Adepticon facility.
Oh,
Awesome. They invited us out to have a look at the show area. We're going to go do that.
Amazing.
And then I got to go to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Whoa. Okay. Alrighty then. Santa Fe, New Mexico, huh?
Oh, prisoner, I mean, he's just there to look. He's not organizing any of the stuffs.
No.
He'll only be there Saturday, Jade. He's leaving Friday. I don't know what time you fly, but Friday flight, and then Saturday for the tour, and then you're done, right?
Out of Milwaukee on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday at like 4:30 in the morning. Because I got to be to freaking Santa Fe by noon.
Eesh.
Yeah. Yeah, not really excited about the travel schedule.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Lots of planes in very few days. It had to happen. I tried to weasel out of it. I told Hank, I was like, well, you see.
It's huge. Parking sucks. The hotels are expensive and crappy, but the facility is great.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like the city's done a real good number on that area.
Milwaukee is where Adepticon. It's the new home of Adepticon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, luckily when we go to these things, we don't have to worry too much about the parking generally.
Yeah, thank goodness.
We are from out of town.
And we have a block of hotels that are right there at the convention center, so.
They're right there, so be close. Brannigan's brushes with a raid.
Brannigan's, hello. How are you?
Hi, folks.
How fared the weekend?
Welcome, raiders. Hello. Jade said they have 3 restaurant suggestions. Sure, when it gets closer to that time, we will have a Discord channel for Adepticon.
Yeah, my dinners are planned for me when I'm there. Maybe not Friday. I think Friday night too, but.
I think this is for the actual Adepticon.
Oh, when we're at Adepticon.
We'll definitely need to find good places to go. The bar is not high, though, because Adepticon in Chicago wasn't really super well known for its amazing food fare.
Because it wasn't actually in Chicago.
I suppose.
Brannigan said those pieces are looking gorgeous.
Hey, I don't know if I would call this gorgeous. Gross might be a more appropriate term.
We don't kink shame.
Whoa. Who said anything about kinks?
Yeah, Schaumburg, not Chicago.
Either
a nice
way.
suburb. Sure, it's a lovely place to live.
Gotta go to this meeting. I'm gonna be like, what'd you do today? I painted my hand.
Good for them to know early what they're gonna get with Jason.
That's true. Jason's not one to hide it. He's
Nope.
just like, I paint little men. Or in this case, weird, creepy werewolf guys.
People always ask me, so what does your business do? I go, well, so we paint little
this?
men. And they're like,
We do this.
maybe don't lead with that. And I'm like,
And you're like, but it's the only way to lead with
I'm
it.
like, yeah, I was like, there's a difference between me and you. I definitely lead with that. A little bit of that cylinder reflection going on the upper part of the armbands really sell the metallic. Brannigan's House Stream. Welcome, everybody. You are catching us right at the end.
Mhm.
So if you're new around here, we're Monument Hobbies.
Well, I'm sorry I missed you. I wonder who that was.
What?
Like, Brannigan said that I was chatting someone
Oh.
and he didn't want to interrupt.
I think it was Ben.
I was gonna say it's got to be Ben or Matt.
I think it was Matt or
probably.
Ben, yeah. Matt and or Ben.
Or Brent. Those were the only people I talked to for an extended period of time.
Oh, at Spiel.
That's
Mhm.
Spiel.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brannigan hung out and sat with
And
me
he
for
got
a little
to go to
while.
Sushi.
Awesome.
Yes, he did partake of the sushi boat.
Oh, that
which
was
is
Matt. Yeah, if he was showing a portfolio, that was Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Sex Swish. I think I got it that time.
You did. Nailed it.
Good. Sex wish.
Yeah, the sushi I heard was in Dusseldorf, which was I was staying in Essen. It was a little far. Plus, I don't eat sushi.
But no, the sushi was in Essen.
Oh well, I don't eat sushi. So,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Yeah, I would say sushi was the thing to get excited about, so you didn't really miss out. Well, what I'm saying is, like, you didn't miss out on much. Yeah. All aboard. Grrr.
Feel a little bit on the sword.
And Jen's gone. She'll be back.
It's that time where Jen walks the building, makes sure all these wonderful guys and gals are locking up their stations, cleaning up, getting out the door. She's mama. When you say you don't eat sushi, but what if it had flaming hot Cheetos on it? I don't even think that would get Jen to eat it.
No.
She's not really a huge flaming hot Cheetos fan anyway. So you're not winning by throwing that out there. And yeah, she's not a sushi aficionado. Not high on her list of gotta do's.
Where do you fit on the sushi train?
I love sushi.
Oh, okay.
You've been out and had sushi with
that's
me.
right. I have had sushi with you. This is cool. We should go back to that sushi place. I like that sushi place.
It's good.
We should go out one of these days for lunch when things aren't super crazy.
No, we can do it anytime.
Well,
not anytime, but
yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yes. Well, we'll put it on the schedule. That way we can...
I was going to say, the only way to get it guaranteed of any import lately is get it on my calendar. I hate that that's the way my life has become, but that's the way my life has become.
It simplifies a lot of things, though. Right? Even though it's obnoxious that it has to be that way, at least for right now, it's nice that you can at least be confident that, like, it's
the only way I won't forget.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want it to happen, you got to do it so I don't forget. I ain't getting younger. My brain's only getting clouded with more crap. Most of it's fun crap. Because we do paint little men, if you hadn't heard. Or little bears. God, that would be even weirder to lead with, wouldn't it? So,
Little
Jason,
bears.
what kind of company do you run? Well, so let me tell you about bears. We paint
Little bears.
battle bears.
We paint battle bears. Have we talked to you about battle bears lately?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you a little bit about battle bears. Oh.
I was at a dinner last week, and I was introducing a bunch of new people around. And they were like, so what do you do? I was like, well, I paint little men. And of course, it always gets a laugh. And then I describe what it is that we do.
Yeah. You can't really, like, leave it at that.
It's very entertaining.
People definitely get a good laugh out of it, that's for sure. Sounds like Jade found the model on the website and then proceeded to find like 5 more that you wanted.
Carol is a fantastic sculptor. Tremendous amounts of amazing models, not least of which are all the dragons that are so spectacular. He does large-scale stuff very, very well.
He also works with one of my favorite painters as well. A lot. Who does some pretty out-of-this-world
Who's that?
metal. Michal Pizarski.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
His non-metallic metal is, like, next level good. Shows a level of understanding that I do not currently hold of reflections and light and color contrast. Hi,
Hi.
Philip.
Jordan.
What do you
Hi.
think? She's really pretty, isn't she?
Hold on. I'm turning it on. I did see it earlier though.
Oh, okay.
She is really pretty. That's just my type.
She's
Actually,
just your
she's
type.
exactly my type. I love older women.
Well,
I'm assuming she's older. And who knows how long she's been dead? So my assumption is she's older.
fair.
Fair assumption.
It is.
Does the life tracker keep on ticking when you're dead though?
Time keeps going.
But you're
if
not alive.
If you were born in 1862, whether you're dead or not, it's been 150 years, or however long.
I suppose.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I don't even know if they can hear me. Is my
Look,
mic's
Phil,
probably
it's a
not even
bear.
on. It's a bear. Just my type. Oh wait.
Just my
wait.
type. Zombie woman bear.
Basically, I do no judgment and everything is my type. That's the plan. She's young at heart. Yeah, exactly. That's what matters.
Okay.
Appearances fade. Personality is forever.
Oh, okay.
Let's make this awkward for Jason. Jason, if you had to kiss a bear,
If I had to
Yeah.
kiss a bear,
where would... Yeah. I don't know. I just want to see if that would be awkward, and I don't know where I was going with the question.
if I had to kiss a bear,
That's it. There's no...
Jason, if you had to kiss a bear.
Was like... What? Not sure how I feel about that anymore. This joke's gone too far. Now I feel uncomfortable. You've done it.
now we've made chair uncomfortable.
Chair. She will show you how young her heart is. Yeah, she will.
Hi, Gabe.
Move the stink.
It's Jabe.
And the reason is you. Sorry. Jabe's here.
It's the Jabe and Phil show.
It is. Time for chaos. I already injected some. Gabe, if you were to kiss a bear, how long would you want to kiss it for?
Is this off? Christopher probably unplugged this.
Yeah, he probably did.
Dang
Or it's
it.
muted. It could just be muted.
No, not the mic.
What?
All the
wanted
mics are on.
I wanted a lounge.
Oh yeah, they're unplugged. I came in
Kiss
here
a
for
bear?
I came in here for a nap the other day.
So-
and I couldn't lean back on.
My
I think Chris has just like decided that
Unplugging
every
everything.
outlet is his.
It is.
Yep.
He just
He
comes
is
in
the
here and
master of the
unplugs
outlets.
everything.
He's
He
like, I'm gonna
controls them
unplug
all.
everything rather than putting
I
like
need-
You
more.
spend
Outlet.
$10 on
Yeah.
a
Power
electric
strips.
strip, and you
Chris
just won't.
Chris, why didn't you install more power in this room?
Yeah, Christopher.
Source,
Come on.
yes, he started this on today's stream. Started at the beginning.
Dumb.
It's sickening.
Yeah,
It
I
was
painted
just
this
black
face
primer at the beginning. today.
and Zenithal this model on stream.
I have an uncle growing up
That's
that
crazy.
had a pet grizzly bear
What?
that used to be a circus bear, and so it was
Oh,
trained.
we rescued it.
And they rescued it, and they would feed marshmallows to it with their mouths. So they put a marshmallow
In their mouth?
and then it would come and
What does it say?
come grab it from their mouth.
So they kiss
So-
bears.
They kiss bears.
If you had to kiss a bear, would you do it with a marshmallow? That's
Yeah.
my new question.
Absolutely.
Would you do it
And no one's gonna
without a
understand it.
Well, see, when I was asked this question, I wasn't told it was a circus bear.
No, that was a little.
It was just.
We're finding our way to the point.
Oh, okay.
We're getting
I
there.
was just giving
Okay.
a real life example.
It's taking a
Someone
while.
Did kiss a bear because it was a circus bear.
Yes, yes, Mike. He did lose the tailpiece on purpose.
No, I didn't.
You
Yeah.
lost it on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my
I'm really mad
goodness.
about it.
Of smoke?
No.
This is a behind-the-scenes peek into the insanity of Monument.
Oh, the
this
kitty.
is
So if you
nothing.
thought we were bad,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to set
just
a meeting with me?
what
and
about all the
Gabe?
people we don't allow on camera?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gabe and I are still allowed on camera. We haven't got.
I had an ex-girlfriend who I named the Grizzly. She loved marshmallows too.
That's not what we're talking about, and I'm not kissing that one.
Yes.
There it
Circus
is.
bear is still a bear.
I might start calling my wife Grizzly.
Oh Lord, good luck
She
with
will
that.
love that.
She'll love
No
that.
I
problem
wouldn't
whatsoever.
recommend that. Personally.
She's like, don't do that.
Oh, she's got a
This-
mask.
Yeah, this is
Don't kiss my
the
ex.
model.
That's sad.
Yeah,
Don't kiss my ex.
Don't hide that face, girl.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the cattail, Phil.
What about the cat? Yeah, I know. And I didn't know there was a mask.
How'd you do it, Jordan?
How to do what?
How'd you do it?
How'd you do it?
How did I do what?
Losing stuff.
Why are you losing stuff? You always lose.
I dropped the box.
Okay.
When I was walking out to my
And
car.
it fell out of the box?
Yes.
The box did fall open and all the pieces scattered on the ground.
That's so unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
you looked.
I was really, really
How long
upset
did you
when it
spend
happened.
looking for the tail? Do we need to go look again?
I bet I can find it.
Gabe,
I bet you
if
can't.
you go out there and find it, you are a legend.
I bet you can't.
I bet I could.
I
How
will
much?
buy you Chipotle.
I'll shake on stream for everyone.
Do you want to talk about when this was?
Chipotle?
Like when
Yeah.
this happened?
Last week.
There you go.
That's fine.
Gabe, if
How
you
much do you
find
wanna
this
bet?
tailpiece, I will buy you Chipotle.
Do you know where? Do you know where?
Yeah, I like how he's
Yeah,
offering
yeah.
Chipotle.
I'll find it.
Well, Gabe and I share
Oh,
a love for
you're
Chipotle.
gonna give him
So
a
it's-
search area?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go out back. and be
Okay,
like,
okay.
All right.
That's all I'm like.
Let's-
I'm like,
hold on.
if you're just gonna walk out there and start looking,
I've got 600 square feet. I got to comb.
Don't forget that the color of this resin is like a yellowish gray.
is the
Yeah.
dirt
Which
dirt
is
color
exactly
back
the
there?
color
I'll
of the
find
dirt
dirt
out
color.
there.
Okay, so you know what trained me
And
for
it's
this moment?
this big.
I
Yeah,
owned.
it is
It's
literally
It's like a
No,
quarter of an
not
inch
even
of
that big.
cattail.
It's way tinier
it's
than that.
literally like this big.
Do you know those like 15-gallon tubs you can buy,
Yeah.
like at
Yeah,
Costco
yeah.
and stuff?
With the yellow lids.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up, I had one of those
That's
filled
great.
with, filled with Legos.
Yep.
And you would
loose,
find
loose Legos.
Yeah.
And I would dump it on the ground,
and find the
and I would
pieces
pull
you need.
out one of the hundreds of Lego booklets that we had and go, "I'm building this today,"
And you
then I would search for it.
Booker, it exists on YouTube.
Oh, that's
It
the
is the
name.
beginning
Like,
of this stream. Like he started this stream. The face was all done on today's stream, so that's the
Yes.
video.
Video done.
Yep.
Boom.
Here, do I like that? Gabe, go get the vacuum.
So Jordan, somewhere in here's one.
Cat
I
banner
was gonna
remains
say,
its own
somewhere in
amazing
here
tale.
are all these bags of crap
Uh-huh.
from miniatures past
Uh-huh.
and things that were just laying on my desk.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if he pulls out the tail right now.
Well, no, I won't have the cattail
Oh, he like found it. He's like, "Look at this
specifically,
piece."
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna
this
put it in
is
my
like
bag.
where I
Oh.
keep remnants of stuff
funny
that
you
would
mention
work as like cattails. You know, that you could take
It won't be
and
needed.
like something like that you
No
can
need
literally
it.
take
Gabe's
that
gonna
horn
find
and
it.
make the cattail out of.
Yeah.
Jordan, you have to wait till Gabe at least tries to find
It's
it.
not gonna be needed because I'll find it.
All right, Gabe.
You're not finding it.
I will
I'm gonna
also
find
buy
it.
you Chipotle. if you find
Yeah.
it.
Look at that.
But it has to,
A
be on the
twofer.
same day that Jordan buys it.
You guys are so loud.
I get two.
I'm sorry,
I
you
mean,
want
that
move
sounds
the mic.
great.
We can move the mic away. Less loud.
What?
No,
Less
I'm
loud.
talking about in this room.
Oh.
Gabe, it's gonna be dark soon, so you should probably go out and start looking. If you're
That
gonna
is true.
go on that.
Does he
won't
have
spend-
to find it today?
I'm not gonna spend too long on it.
But I have all
give you a
sorts of
week.
like tubes that I've rolled for snakes and
Uh-huh.
stuff that I guarantee there's stuff
Yeah,
like that
I mean,
around here.
I could very
You just
easily
roll out a snake of stuff.
Yeah, it's not a
Give me that
huge
back
deal.
then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course you can keep that.
That's an orc horn.
Yeah, I
I'll put
can.
links up. Are you guys gonna continue streaming and chatting, or are we
Calling it.
wrapping it
We're
up?
done.
What's the
We're
deal?
done.
We're done.
You gotta go do
I'm-
stuff, right?
I
Have
gotta
a
go find
meeting.
a cattail.
I
yeah,
gotta go
and
play
Gabe's
video
gotta go
games.
find a cattail.
Gabe's getting free Chipotle come hell or high water.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That would be $12 well spent of
Guys,
Chipotle.
if I find it, I'll post it in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't joined our Discord, check the link that Jen
I
put in
will
the
be
chat.
a photo of me
Check us out,
holding it.
Jordan.
All right,
Found
everyone.
it.
Thank you so much for being here today. If you are here from Raid, you guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking around. Make sure to drop us a follow or sub to us on YouTube, what have you, so you can know when we go live. And I will also tell you, we go live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
5.
I did say 5, right?
Nick,
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if,
Oh, okay, good.
if Gabe brings a live snake in this building, that's the last time he comes into this building.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Yep. Don't do that. Gabe,
So
don't do
don't
that.
bring any snakes.
Entrance privileges revoked.
Jen, what if I've already done it before? What if it's not here, but I've already done it before?
Well,
We brought in snakes. We just
you
can't
just
find them
you
anymore.
just said that
Oh,
for all these
no.
people. So everybody say goodbye to Gabe.
Bye,
Yeah,
Gabe.
goodbye, Gabe.
Say we had a good run.
Okay.
Uh, It's 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you want to Google what time it is in Phoenix, that is the time we will be going live. Jen, did you throw
I did.
the
a long
links into
time
chat?
ago.
Okay.
I can
We
do
have
it
links in the
again.
chat. Feel free to scroll up.
I'll do them again.
Jen is so wonderfully gently
Thank
placing
you,
these
Jen.
links into chat for
Gently
you.
placing. She's like pounding the keyboard.
Yes. Jen does not throw things into chat. She
You're
gently
concerned
places
that
them.
Jordan's
throw
going to
up
be
in
brought
chat.
a real cattail.
Throw up,
Oh,
Jen.
that could also be out in the alley, by the way.
So make sure you guys check all the links out. We got the Money Hobbies store link where you can find all the wonderful products that we've been using
I
here
do
on
have
stream.
Our
Three
alley is very post-apocalyptic.
Paint.
I do have 3 cats.
Alpaca lipstick.
So
Post-alpaca lipstick out the alley.
Alpaca lipstick is one of my favorite things that I have ever gotten wrong.
It's
on
post-alpaca
stream.
lipstick out in the alleyway.
It is.
So,
Uh,
thank you, gang, for hanging with us. We'd love to see you back here. Make sure you do join the Discord, the store, the FLGS finder that Jen put the links in the chat for. You can find all of our wonderful products. Support your local gaming store at the same time. We'd love to see you do that, and we'd love to see you back here for more. And on the Discord, 24 hours a day nonsense and painting inspiration. What can you beat?
These
Can't
guys
beat
are
that.
doing.
And
Their
we'll be
hands
back.
are broken.
Stick around. Stick around for some raid action. Show some love in the channel we wind up in, and we will catch you back here mañana. Adios!
Bye.